Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. Today I actually don't have a voiceover for you. I'm actually going to be doing a wear test. So that's kind of why like half my makeup's done, half of it's not. This is the Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and concealer. I have it in the shade 00B Light. So I actually pulled up the Ulta website, so I actually film on my phone, so I had to pull it up on my computer. So on the Ulta website, the Milani foundation has 9 shades. However, my shade isn't online. So I'm assuming that they expanded the range for the foundation, but I'm not sure of that. I picked up my foundation at Walmart, so maybe it's like certain Walmarts have the expanded shade range or what may be. Here on the website, 00 is actually light natural, and here I have 00B light. So I'm assuming that the B would be for like the beige undertone in the foundation, which I personally like. That's just one thing to point out, but other than that, the foundation is $9.99. I know that probably varies depending on where you get it. At Ulta, it's $9.99, but I'm sure if you went to like Walgreens or if you went to Walmart or Target, like the price would vary from there, just wherever Milani is carried. So this foundation combats under eye circles, redness, and other skin imperfections with a medium to full coverage, water-resistant foundation. No mess, no drip pump. Dispenses the right amount of fluid needed to achieve a flawless look and works around the clock to keep skin looking naturally perfect. So let me open this up for you. And I do enjoy the fact that it has a pump. However, I will say that I actually prefer the squeezy tube foundations. Just because once you're done with it, you can always cut off the top and then you can get the remaining foundation that's in the tube. With these ones, they're glass bottles or plastic bottles depending on the brand, and it's kind of hard to get like all the leftover foundation that's in there, so like you're continuously pumping out, but after a while the pump doesn't grab all that like liquid foundation. So I actually don't prefer this type of packaging. I do enjoy the fact that it has a pump for sanitary reasons, but I kind of wish the packaging was better. Another thing that I like about the packaging too is that like it's a nice faded like black into the color. So this is the color, like obviously it doesn't really match me right now, but I'm gonna make it work, don't you worry. So before I actually go in with the foundation, I'm gonna use the Milani Prime Shield Face Primer. This is their mattifying primer, and I'm going to use this with the foundation just because I figured that having the same brand of primer and the same foundation would help the foundation in the long run. And I actually was looking for a new mattifying primer just because I seem to not be able to find one. Can't find one that actually mattifies me for as long as I need it to. Oh, this feels weird. So this primer is actually very silicone-y, which it kind of reminds me of the Benefit Professional, just without the shade. Like, do you guys see that? Like, it literally blends out to nothingness, but it's really clear. It's kind of got that like weird, not gasoline scent. It's like a hint of gasoline, but that's probably not safe to be rubbing all over my face, but I'm gonna do it anyways. I'm just gonna be rubbing it and like all over my face, but I'm mainly patting it in my T-zone just because that's where I get the most oiliest. So there we go. Now that my face is primed, I'm gonna go in with one pump at first. So little pump. Oh, full coverage, my friend. Yeah, so it feels kind of thick so far, but I'm just gonna dab it on my face. I'll do one side at a time, so that way you guys can see the full effect of what my skin looks like with it and what my skin looks like without it. So this is my skin with just one side done. So here's the undone side, and then here's the foundation side. So as you can see, it does do justice in covering up a lot of my redness in my cheek areas. You can actually see it on my nose here, like the redness on my nose compared to the other side. What I will say though is that it doesn't really, like you still see my acne shine through, and that's probably because of how red and hyperpigmented my acne is. So I'm sure if I go over it with another layer, it'll be able to cover it, which is actually what I'm gonna do now, just to see if it builds up. So I'm gonna take the tiniest amount of my hand. I'm gonna take the tip of my beauty blender, and I'm just gonna go in and cover up these bad boys. Next, I'm gonna use the Morphe M439 brush. This is my favorite brush just because of how densely packed it is. And I'm gonna take the foundation again, one pump, and I'm going to smear this all over my other side of my face. So as you can already see, like just using the brush, the foundation is already going a lot further. So I'm thinking I actually like this foundation better with a brush. I'm actually going to go in on the other side with a brush now, just because I found that the coverage was a lot better. And the thing is too, is like I went in like stippling with my beauty blender, and you would think it would still give me the coverage that I wanted, but it didn't. And then just to make sure there's no brush marks and to kind of like take off any excess I might have, I'm gonna go in with my beauty blender, L'Oreal sponge. I know people will probably give me shade for calling it a beauty blender. It's the same thing, so give me shit all you want, it's fine. And yeah, so this is with like several layers of the foundation because I don't know how to just make one layer. So I'm gonna do a close-up for you guys. So here's the side with the brush, and then here's the side without the brush. Beauty blender, brush. Which side do you guys like? I think I like the brush side a little bit more, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my makeup and then I'll be right back. So as you can notice, I did put on the rest of my face so far. I'm actually currently baking right now. But before I wipe off the bake, I wanted to let you guys know that I am using the Milani Make It Last setting spray, just because I figured in using the primer, the foundation, and the setting spray, it'll give the foundation the best like quality that it's supposed to have, and I want to make sure that I'm getting the utmost out of this foundation. So I bought products that kind of were skewed towards this product. So I'm gonna brush off my bake, and then I'm gonna use my setting spray, and then I will be right back. Ooh, look at that glow. Okay, setting spray time. What the hell? Okay. Well, as you can tell, that like really set my face, but I'm confused. Okay, so the mist on the spray, like I don't know if you're gonna be able to see it, but like I want to like try to see. Like it sounds fine and it looks like it gives a nice mist, a nice little like douse of setting spray to your face, but there's like, I think there's something wrong with like the inside of the actual sprayer, because as I was spraying, it was like half of my face was getting a really nice mist, and then the other half of it was getting like drenched. Like it's not as bad as the e.l.f. Aqua Mist setting spray, but like it was like half of it was harsh and half of it was not. Like half of it was really like smooth and the spray just flowed. I don't know, maybe I'm weird, no clue. But this one says, for the primer, let me tell you what it says. It says 3-in-1 primes, corrects, and sets. Setting lightweight spray locks in makeup up to 16 hours. Keeps color from fading and settling into creases. So currently right now at the moment, it is currently 12:21 p.m. and my foundation's on, like everything's on. The last thing I have to do is just put on mascara. So I'm gonna use the Tartiest mascara, and I'm just gonna do my lashes, and that's the finished look. So here's again the look at my face. This is the beauty blender side. I scratched myself. This is the beauty blender side, and this is the brush side, I am going to do a wear test for you guys. So in a couple of hours, I will be back. I actually have to go run some errands. I'm gonna get my nails did because as you can see, they need a little fill-in. I'm also gonna look at a camera because currently I record on my phone. And although the iPhone 8 quality is really good, it only allows up to like 720 HD on YouTube videos. And I want to be able to get better quality photos and videos for you guys, so that way you guys can see like the most of the makeup. Because like right now, like it looks really like good and blended and nice. Dab. But at the same time, I want to make sure that you guys are getting the best quality videos. Yeah, so I will see you guys in a couple hours. Hey guys, so it's roughly around like 2:30 right now, and I've had this foundation on for about 2 hours. I haven't really done much besides like get dressed, obviously, you know what I mean? But this is the current state of my foundation right now. I'm actually gonna take off my glasses and let you guys see up close. So obviously I have an indent from where my glasses are. That's just typical normally when I wear foundation, like regardless of what foundation I'm wearing or what setting spray I'm using, that normally happens. Normally I just go in to fix it with like a beauty blender, especially if I'm like taking photos, but on a day-to-day basis I normally always wear my glasses all day every day, so I don't really touch it up because it's not really that noticeable. But as you can see up close, like everything looks good still. Like my bronzer and my blush are still intact, like my highlight's still there as well too. Like everything looks good still. The only places that don't really look good right now is like right around my nose here. You see I'm like kind of getting cakey already. Just in this area, like the only things I really can complain about here is the fact that I look cakey in some areas and just my nose, and the fact that I'm a little bit shiny. It's good covering my acne here, but I feel like it's not really holding in between my brows. So I'm going to leave this on for a little bit longer. I'm not going to touch up in any way. I'm not going to use the setting spray, not going to beauty blend, nothing. I'm going to let this go and see how it does. I actually have to go run to Target and Walmart. I also have to eat lunch first because, you know, your girl's got to eat, because I love food. So I'm going to, you know, divide and conquer, do those things, and I will be back for our next check-in. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you a quick check-in. It's only been about an hour now, but I am out in public. I'm actually going into Walmart to check out some cameras. So I wanted to give you a like close-up look as to what the foundation looks like in person with natural lighting. So as you can see, it's pretty much looking the exact same as it did inside. I will say that it looks a little bit more red here, but everything else pretty much looks the same. Like I noticed that the cakiness, like right there, it looks bad, like that angle right there, but like on this side it's not as bad. So I'm gonna keep wearing the foundation. I'm gonna go check out some cameras, and yeah, see you guys later. Do you ever have one of those like realization moments where you're like, oh, I'm just gonna walk into a store, you know, look for what I need, and then you walk out and you don't even get what you need and you end up buying so much other stuff? Because that just happened to me. I walked into Walmart looking for a camera. I came out of Walmart with makeup. I don't know. This is literally my receipt right now. It's not like too long of a receipt. It's not that hefty, but the makeup that I bought was like really expensive for drugstore makeup. So I bought some of the new Burt's Bees makeup, which is like sitting here in my lap. So I got like the foundation, which I'm excited to try, even though I've heard really bad things about it. I picked up, what else did I get? What else is gonna come out of this wonderful bag? I got the eyeliner that I saw Rach Loves swatch, and I saw that it wasn't that pigmented, so I'm trying not to be biased, but I'm also trying to be like honest here. I picked up the brow pencil in blonde. I picked up, ooh, I'm excited for this. I picked up the classic black mascara by Burt's Bees. I picked up their blush, their eyeshadow. I just grabbed a lot of goodies, and this will probably be featured in Friday's video. I'm thinking for Friday's video I'm gonna have it be like what's new at the drugstore, but it's gonna be like especially like a Burt's Bees edition, just because that's everything I grabbed because I was super excited to try it out. So yeah, that'll be Friday's video, but I figured I'd give you that mini haul since we are doing check-ins. It is currently 3:54 p.m. It is 37 degrees in upstate New York, and I am freezing my balls off. So I'm gonna go over to my friend Brittany's house and just chill with her and Colin, and I will see you guys later. Hey guys, so it is currently roughly like 6:40ish, and I wanted to do my third check-in for you guys. So I actually have my ring light on right now, if you can't tell through my glasses, just because it is dark outside, but I wanted to give you guys like a really good quality of what was going on here. So as you can see, because it's the most obvious one that I see, we see how shiny I am and how gross that is. Yeah, so I'm going to assume that this foundation is not matte. I'm going to assume that it's mainly like demi-matte finish. I'm also going to assume that the primer does not actually keep you matte, because I kind of look like an oil slick right now and it's making me feel kind of gross. So yeah, which is kind of sad, because if you're gonna call yourself a mattifying primer, you should be mattifying. You shouldn't be making me look oily. It was nice going on at first and I felt really matte at first, but like obviously throughout the day I just got real oily. So I'm gonna take off my glasses. Don't mind the glasses indent, it's a normal thing. It happens all the time. But obviously the foundation does not last underneath my glasses indent. As you can also see like up close too, like especially like right here. Like that's where it looks the worst. Like it's like caking up around my nose, like in between my brows. Like I don't know if you can see that well, but like in between my brows it's just really cakey. Yeah, it's just like, and like I press my finger to it and like literally, I'm gonna do something real quick. Do you see? Yeah, that came off. Now look at my nose. So that's actually pretty gross. And it's only 6 hours in the day. So you would think that, you know, this supposedly lasting, long wearing, 6 hours isn't, well, 6 hours is long, but it's not long enough if you're someone like me who wears makeup from like 9 in the morning until at least 9 o'clock at night. I need like 12 hours worth of wear that I can like blot. I'm still not gonna blot though. What I will do is fix up my nose, so obviously my nose will be a bit different, but I just wanted to show you guys like just how oily I look. The rest of my face still looks pretty good, like my powders and such. They're staying on fairly well, but like if anyone knows me, they know how much I blot my face throughout the day just to make sure that it doesn't get oily, because I have super oily skin, and for this to be happening right now is like driving me bonkers, but I like can't touch it because I'm doing a wear test for you guys. So yeah, I'm just gonna touch up my nose, fix it up, pray for the best. Hopefully this foundation doesn't get any worse. And yeah, I will see you guys at the next check-in. Okay, so it is currently 8:06. This is my friend Danny's phone and her Puggo Nugget. That's Danny. So as you guys know, I've been doing check-ins with you guys all day to see how long like wearing this foundation is and to see like how good it looks. And I figured it'd be good to get like an outside perspective. So she doesn't know what foundation I'm using. She doesn't know how long I've had it on for, what primer I've used, if I've blotted or if I haven't. So I'm gonna ask her how my foundation look. Be very critical.
Okay, right here, here, like your T-zone, very oily.
Yep.
Like, I don't know what caused that.
Okay.
Can you see it too?
Yeah. So
like,
that was the second check-in I did was at 6, and it was like really oily, and now it's 2 hours later and it's still super oily.
I can't tell if it's just the light. You look like you've been sweating.
Yeah. Do you notice any like cakiness anywhere?
Around those areas in your lips?
Just around those areas in my lips. How does the rest of my face look like with my powders blended over the foundation and such? Does it look okay?
It looks okay. It's more iffy here, but yeah, I get those too.
Okay. And my acne,
Looks
is it
good.
covering it?
a little bit.
A little bit? Okay.
When you mean covered, do you mean like it's not there or just the red?
It's like not noticeable.
It's a little bit noticeable,
Okay.
just more so here.
But you think my redness is like fine? Like,
Yeah.
It's not, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm
Unless you're wearing
testing out
blush.
this.
Oh.
The one I bought with you the other day. So, and
Oh, you're oily here too.
Yeah. So I've had it
Okay.
on since 12 this morning.
Is this the primer you use?
Yeah. It's the mattifying primer that's supposed to go with the foundation.
I give that a no-go.
No, it didn't mattify me for long. Like, it was mattifying when I put it on, but, like, afterwards, when I was just, like, going throughout my daily, like, routine, like, it got wicked oily real fast. I also used the setting spray to make sure that, like, because I wanted to do, like, the triple whammy where I had, like, the primer, the foundation, and the spray to make sure I was giving the foundation a fair shot. And I really just think I don't like this primer, just because of how oily I look. Like, if you're going to be a mattifying primer, tell me you're going to be mattifying and actually do your job. You know what I mean?
I don't know where to look.
Well, you're... Okay. So that's the check-in. I think I'm going to do one more check-in for you guys later tonight around, like, 10, just to see how bad this can actually get, because I want to see how long it lasts. And, like, right now it's not doing that bad, like, here and, like, here. It's just mainly, like, my T-zone is just disgusting.
Did you put powder? Did you bake?
Yeah, I baked today.
Did you put, like, translucent powder on?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
And I
That's
used
showing
my,
through.
like, I used my trustworthy stuff, too. Like, I used, like, the stuff I can rely on. So for the foundation and the primer to be doing this is
Uncalled
bad.
for.
Is bad. But yeah, I will be back later to do another check-in with you guys. Thank you to my wonderful Danny for doing this for me. And I will see you guys later. Hey guys, so it is roughly 9:30 right now, and I'm pretty sure I'm done with wearing this makeup all day. I've had it on for about 9.5 hours now, and I think it's about time to take it off. I've done a little bit of a closer look in my face just to give you like an overall opinion about the foundation. So overall, I think the foundation would have been a lot better had I used a different primer that I knew I could trust. Using the Milani primer should have fit perfectly with the foundation because it's literally the primer that's made for the foundation and the brand. Normally brands make the primer so that it meshes with a lot of their other products, but in this case I don't think it did because, as you can see, oily as crap. So I'm definitely really sad about that. I do want to note though that I do like how the foundation looks like in my cheek area, and like on the outer portions of my forehead. I like the finish that my foundation had, and when I did go back in to blot my nose, it really mattified quickly. So I feel like with some blotting it would help a lot when it comes to wearing this foundation. I will say too though that, like, and I'll probably have to use a pore minimizing primer for this, but like in between my nose area, like right here, like it sunk heavily into my pores, like deep into my pores. And I normally never have that happen, but like my pores were very enlarged in this area and it just looked really bad. Another thing that I noticed too is that I have acne right here, and like it clung at my acne because my acne's dry right now. So I feel like if you have dry skin and you have like dry patches, that this foundation won't work that well for you. I feel like you kind of almost have to have like normal skin to wear this foundation, because even me being oily in the T-zone, this foundation got really shiny. But I feel like this would also be different like if I had blotted throughout the day. So I'm gonna keep trying out the foundation, but that's like pretty much where I'm at right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this review of the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect Foundation. I'll definitely keep trying it out and keep you guys updated on my future like opinion on the product, since this is my first full day of wearing it without blotting. So I'll keep you guys updated. Thank you so much for watching and keeping in check with me. Please like, rate, subscribe, all that fun stuff. Yeah, so thanks so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.